So, I'm taking a little break from dropshipping. And no, before you start questioning and be like, Julian, what the fuck? You were doing well. Why are you taking a break? Are you a bitch? Are you giving up? No, obviously not. I just want to update you, obviously. Like, this is the daily update, this is the whole point of the YouTube channel. I was scaling a product last week, but then sadly I got suspended on my TikTok ad account. And trust me, I've tried making multiple accounts after that suspension, and they permanently just suspend my account right away. They somehow know it's me, and they just permanently ban it right away. So I was suspended, and I'm suspended till Sunday. Right now I'm recording this on a Friday. So basically I had like the last few days plus the weekend to kind of take a step back. And I want to bring this up and tell you guys, because there's a learning lesson in everything. And I want to bring up the learning lesson here. I used to think that the situation I would be in right now would be horrible. I would start stressing. I remember that if I didn't get a product up and running the night of, and technically till this day I'm a bit like that, it's like the end of the world. I missed a day, and that day could have, made me, could have been a big winner. And I'm a real hustler with that kind of stuff, So trust me, when I first got this news that I wasn't able to run ads till Sunday, I still was a bit like, oh my God, like, it fucking sucks. But now that I've kind of learned a lot, I've grown a lot, and I've realized that besides that everything happens for a reason, I do believe that there's some pros to the situation. There's some benefits. And because prior to this suspension, I was pumping products, like pumping nonstop. Like, test product doesn't work, like research test, like I was pumping. And the con to that sometimes could happen is that there's not much thought that goes into these tests. And sometimes something that could have been so easily thought out thoroughly with just like, a few extra minutes or a few extra hours of just extra thought could have made it better. So I wanted to also bring up that there's kind of this saying, and sometimes when you're so immersed in your work, you're kind of grinding. And, at the start, it's going to be like a hustle, and it's going to be very similar to the 9 to 5 where it's just hustle, and there's not much creativity. There's not much thought. It's just push. But there's a saying where when you're like that, sometimes you're kind of like a fly, where a fly, because of his narrow vision, he keeps bumping on the window. And he keeps trying to break through. And you can't break through. He can't, because it's a fucking window. He can't break through. And he's pushing. But yet he doesn't realize if the fly would just take a step back, he could see with a better vision, a wider vision, an open mind, that the window is actually open right on his right. So I take that kind of quote or that story and kind of implement it now with this weekend, or with the current situation I'm in right now, where sometimes it's really necessary and really needed. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. So I perceive that I'm in that situation where now I could probably take the time to just take a step back. I've been pumping products. It got some to work, some didn't. But now I can take the time, the weekend, to kind of analyze, why didn't this work? What can I do to improve? What can I do to make it better? So then when I start going back to pumping products, maybe I can tweak some things and have a higher success rate. You see, now that I have the chance to take that step back, maybe I might see that the window is actually open on the left or right of me. So it's funny because sometimes for the majority of people, this is not an issue. For the majority of people, they're slow and they're not actually working hard. But for you watching, I'm assuming that you're a hustler like me. That's why you watch these videos and you're just on grind mode. But sometimes when you're pushing so hard, because the faster you go, just like a car, the faster you go, the narrower your vision gets. So sometimes it's very necessary and very good to slow down, take a pause, take a step back, and look at the situation at a better point of view. And like I said, instead of banging your head on the window, maybe you might see an opening somewhere else if you didn't take the step back. So you see, at the end of the day, this situation that I'm in, a lot of people have dealt with this. A lot of people could go through this. And it's a matter of perceiving it in a more positive light. I could have been crying myself to sleep. I could have been fucking depressed, sad, angry, frustrated that I can't run products and now I'm not working on my business and it's just another delay. But like I said, everything happens for a reason, and it's really, truly how you perceive the exact same situation that can make you a bit more positive, that can make you a bit more grateful, and that can actually make you achieve success faster if you just take that step back and look at the open window. Thank you for watching. I really hope you got true value from this. Remember this quote. Remember that quote, I mean. Remember what I've said, because again, sometimes it is the best option is to just take a step back. If you really found this valuable, please make sure to pay it forward, to like, share, comment, help the algorithm. And if you really found this valuable, someone else will as well. And we're just trying to help the whole world. We're not trying to be greedy. So again, thank you. Take your step back, analyze the situation, do a bit more smarter. And that's when I'll see you.